We want to focus on the scope, the big picture, the vision, the outline, the path that we're headed on, and why we chose the domain name to be the very first item. Okay, so we start with Catmo, but even before Catmo, the appetizers, as you see, they're essential. Before you even start with that completion, okay, one essential thing is we chose intentionally. You can go nowhere in the business unless or until you pick that domain name. Okay, so Ron Halbert, you open a business, brick and mortar, okay, anything you open, what's the first question I'm going to ask you? Where is it?
You have a website?
Yeah, where is it? Or
location.
Even if it's not a website, okay?
Right.
Cupcake shop, where is it?
Where are you located?
Okay.
Yep.
Location, all right. And if it's online, or if you're doing some digital business, or I'm going to say, oh, how can I find you? How can I follow you? Okay, so that is critical. So it's location, location, location. That's a punchline for the real estate. However, if you see a business that is promising you're going to be your own business distributor or self-employed, okay, just as we see, I agree with you, Judy, to really depart from that concept of MLM and all that. Not that the concept theoretically is bad, but unfortunately, we haven't seen a good model so far, all right? So we purposely chose to fade away from that concept. And if you see a company that is promising you freedom, financial freedom, or to have your own business, yet you only have one domain, you name anyone, okay? No matter how giant is that domain name. And that is the only domain name we use, all of us, and we just get a replicated website. That is a misleading statement. You can never be independent in business unless you have your independent identity, your independent location, all right? So everything is online, everything is digital, and you not to have your own location is just a myth and a misconception and a waste, a big waste of your time and my time and everybody's time, thinking we're going to get somewhere if we are totally in the wrong direction. If I want to open my own business, okay, the only way I would start, whether brick and mortar or the virtual sort of it's all about timing and that physical location. If you have everything hoped for in any business model and you don't have the right location, if you don't have the right timing for it, it's not going to go anywhere. So if I decide to open any business, any type of business, the first critical thing, where do we do it? Now, on passive, everything we do is strategic. Whether, you know, why do we do the IT hub? We begin in India. Why do we do the licensing and the identity of the company in America? Why do we do, you know, the branding and scaling and the redundancy of future other products from the Middle East and Dubai? Okay, why do everything is about where is your location? So it is location, location, location. You cannot fail. All right. Now, how I know that OnPassive is a very different, unique, genuine company, because it treats your business as truly and truthfully an independent identity and your own digital property. You've got to have that property. You can go nowhere if you don't have your property, your land. If you don't reserve that land online, you go nowhere. So let's go. How many accounts Facebook has. I have to bring up like an identity so we can clarify for illustration reasons. I'm not dashing anybody or bashing or anyone. Just look, 2+ billion accounts. The fact is, it's one location, it's one bucket, it's one domain name, it's one digital property. You have no ownership of that. That's how we trust on passive. That's why it's different. It gives you your own space, your own property before we talk. And the value of it, of course, is it on the commission bucket? Of course, anything sold through that on passive empire, for allow me to throw this word, okay? Anything thrown in there, it is commissionable. There's a sales where there's a sales, there's a commission. Somebody's going to make that commission. So that's one. But what's good about the compounded value, as we talk about compounded marketing, there is also compounded value in everything we do. In real estate, if you want to have a property, it's also the future of it, the market is, everything is going to affect it. Going to either appreciate or depreciate. If you have a replicated generic website with any other company that gives you your own / blah, 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 okay, if it gives you that, the more people come to it, the more oversaturated it will become. It will decrease the value. The first day is the hottest day, and every day ever after is lower, lower, lower in value. Quite the opposite from unpassive. Quite the opposite, okay? You come day one, it's got humble value, see you, and there. Now, here's what's going to happen. Sending traffic to that location is going to start compounding that value. There's some sense of market being established and authority on that. And then day two, there is another website is developed, okay? The content, there are more products are added to it. The product value goes up. It's the only domain name you want to host with because it's the only time that, aside from the AI aspect, aside from the, hands-free, it's all done for you, and the value and the affordability, aside of all that a whole topic on its own. Aside from all of that, okay, but we also, increase in value on that domain name, linnakamoto.com. Day one, it has one website and let's say 20 products, okay. Day 300, it has 25 products. Those products have gone higher in value, and so many other domain names every day, more visitors, more traction on that website. Every day the value goes up. Every day, the only business I would host my domain name with, not only for the security, that's a different technical thing. I invite you to do that because we also provide SSL, okay, security socket layer, okay. So that comes certified. Every domain name with unpassive is certified automatically. Number one. The hosting, the security of it, okay. Number two, it's instantly live. A domain name is sort of like the shell, okay, but it's dead if you don't have hosting. Hosting is what brings it up live to the World Wide Web. Instantly, your domain name is live. Before you even scratch your head, it's already live automatically on your own domain. That's also a unique value. Before you start figuring out which host, which package with that host, do I go cloud, do I go Linux, do I go Windows, do I go this, do I go that? By the time you figure this out, you have aged, okay? That's traditional, old, outdated business models, not on passive. By the time you click go, you're live, World Wide Web, with that identity. It's safe, secure, and live at a speed, cloud, unlimited, with so many products packed on it. And now the value starts compounding every day, it appreciates. So that real estate property, okay, digital real estate property you have, it will automatically increase. It will automatically increase. Okay, and the more visitors, the more value, the more traffic to the overall community of us. Okay, it will definitely be more attractive and more appealing to them. Now, we can have fun and become more creative. What can we do, and what we? The question would be easier, like what we cannot do, what can't be done. When you are the host, your own data center is just beyond genius. We have to come up with a new word. Okay, it's beyond genius is maybe typical. Okay, it's beyond genius that you give every individual, your customer, you make them the hero. You give them the domain identity on the spot, immediately, instantly. Instantly, that domain name is live, not blank page coming soon, or a trace, pay setter, or whatever. It's live with a rich content, with some valuable information, a lot of data, so many. Your OBLES is going to be there, your OAcademy, your OConnect, your OMail, everything is going to be there on that domain name instantly, in a blink. It never happened. I doubt somebody would even dare to go that hassle, that direction. So we want to focus on the long term, on the vision. Now, how do we do it? What do we choose? All of that. That's the fun part. Okay, so don't like really occupy your brain with the pity things. All right, that's for the fun. Okay, I want your brain to be for the big picture, for the big value that we have, for the big vision that we have. It is beyond genius. So you see genius, this level here, this is way, way, way levels, miles high. Okay, beyond genius. Why? Because you have the domain, you give it to your people, they're the heroes. Okay, any customer is a hero. It's hosted, is live. So many web pages are on it, on your own lynnakamoto.com. Day one, second one, and tomorrow more, and the day after more, and the day after more. Whatever we build and create is more on it, and all the social activities, and whether it's with OBLES, whether with OAcademy, whether with all of that is compounded. It's compounded. All the ONET activities is compounded. This is, you're like commanding, okay, authority instantly. You come in with Lynn Nakamoto. Nobody knows that individual. Forgive me for using that name, but just assume so. Nobody, or maybe a network of 20 people, okay, know that name, relative, but like online, it's like nothing. It's not even a dot. It's invisible on that massive World Wide Web. But when you come in and mesh in, okay, like blend in those many products that are linked to OConnect and ONET and this and that, okay, you are immediately connected. You're coming in with an authority immediately. That's massive value. Now, so why is beyond genius? I tell you what, okay, if we stop at the door, the gates of OnPassive, you come in, you get a domain name, it's hosted, you already have a website every day. We can create wealth for millions from that one item. Everlasting, right there if we stop. But what happens after that is that what blows my mind. I wonder who created that concept. Now, must be a genius. So you give that a domain name is live. It's hosted database. We control the database and we control the hosting. We override a different content on it, and you have limitless, okay, you know, tools if you want to create your own with OCreate, if you want to create OMart or OCapture or this or that, whatever you want to create on it is like limitless, okay? Endless of products and pages you can create. But what's provided by default by the company is already enormous. Now, you get that instantly, and even if it was a gigantic company, they get faced with the challenge I have to say this. Having a theoretical plan is something, but unless you have practiced what you preach, is something totally different. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is a lot of people have ambitions in business and all of that, and everybody has a plan. Boxer Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. You can dream, you can wish, you can aspire as much as you want, but unless you go to reality, and that punch in the face in business is traffic. You can create whatever you want, but if nobody goes to that website, you are dead alive. This is where the insanity kicks off. Not only is connected with the world instantly, but also we start sending every day. We send people to it. See how action is piled up? And now the fact that you have your own data center, the fact that you control the hosting, okay, we're not restrained by any other peer in any way. The fact that you can monetize this traffic. You see how we become the hunted? Well, we're not ambitious. That's it. We stall now. Okay, 1.3 million domain names. How many of you bought a solo ad with subscribers of 2 or 5 or 10,000 subscribers? We have 1.3 million buyers. That's if we're up to now. So the authority of it, and like if you're able to add that, I don't want to call it AdSense, but your publication, okay, or publishing components. Okay, let's say we're going to advertise. So let's say a publisher come to us and make a deal. All right, they're selling something, an item of any price. Okay, if you promote for us, I don't have 200 subscribers. I don't have 3,000. We have millions, obviously. If you promote, if you drive traffic to our offer, we give you this much. You know what? If it's 2 cents, if it's 2 dimes, you're not doing anything. Just put a banner or something on your websites to be monetized. Whatever happens, it's not your problem. You're not involved in anything. It's just allow or don't allow. You want more money? You want to monetize? Just allow us. And we, if you're with the group that is allowing us to publish advertisement on them, is that a passive, permanent, reliable, residual income or what? Speaking of genius. Okay. So let me stop right here before I get yelled at, okay? I just couldn't help that we are up to something is going to flip the planet upside down, and it's sizzling, all right? So buckle up. It is only going to get more interesting. The more you know, the more I break it down for you. But make no mistake, if you think this is magical, you are damn right, okay? It is magical. If you think this is a no-brainer, yes, you are right. If you're thinking this is insane, you're right. Whatever you think it is, okay? My thought, it's on passive. It just, the only company that it will do it genuinely as I'm doing my own business. I want to build a, I'm not going to spend my life to build a 6-7 figure income. If I want to build an 8-figure, say multiple 7-figure or 9 figures, okay, 8 figures. Okay, if I want to build that type of income, I would be insane not to consider having my domain name. Do you think it's possible? How? How? How could you survive? So if you have any offer that they give you slash so and so, you are nothing but a user. You are nothing but the product of that company. But when you come to us, immediately, you have to give us your trust. Or we wouldn't trust you. We're not telling you you're going to promote on passive. We're not telling you you have to send so and so for you to qualify to so and so. No, you come in, just say I want to be in. We give you your identity, and we start working on your business on your own, multiple 6-figure, 7, 8 figures income on passive air. Immediately, as it's our own business, and we send visitors to it. We don't tell you have to send all that. So it's insane, I'm telling you. So I don't mind you calling me insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is an insane topic. I love it. We can build on it. I'm not gonna have time for the statistics and mechanics and all of that. I just want you to walk away today with all the incredible information. I know I'm going to listen to the entire session, the recorded one, but whatever has been said and will be said after this, I appreciate it. These are intelligent engineers, no joke. I wouldn't suggest, I wouldn't come unless I do have full faith and confidence in what they know, and you can leave it in their hands. But aside from that, my little input here, I just wanted to come in and say, focus on the big picture, on zoom out, okay? Long term is never was a deal like this. That alone, those who understand business, when I see a company doesn't give me a replicated generic website and they don't ask me to send traffic to it, I will say, you know what? I trust you. If you tell me jump from a cliff, I will do it. Blindly. Because that concept alone, if you know the mechanics of business, only a company that really means your success. Have a good night.